actually very much through food, and we kind of got into wine as well. We were much more on the wine side. We have a friend in Los Angeles who's a major foodie, one of the huge food bloggers in this town, and we weren't big foodies. And then she started inviting us to all these new pop-ups from this guy, this chef in town, and we were like, okay. She's like, you got to experience his food. He does food like no one else has ever done food. And I'm like, I'm from Chicago. I am so not a foodie. That's not my thing. And then we experienced Chef Ludo Lefebvre on his second pop-up. And I will tell you, there is no one in the world who can get me to eat anything except for Chef Ludo Lefebvre. And we love Ludo. Ludo, we were at his second pop-up. It changed our life in terms of food. I experienced foods that now I actually give a chance to, because he had a tandoori octopus, 24-hour tandoori octopus, and I can still picture what that tasted like. And so thanks to wine and technology, we actually became very good friends with Ludo, and he exposed us to so much great chefs. And it's always funny when my wife and I go to a restaurant and we talk to chefs all over the world, we're always surprised how much they are actually wine people who are chefs. And we're always like, that's so funny, because most wine people think they're foodies, and most chef people think they love a good bottle of wine. And so our winemaker, who in his first love was going to be a chef, and he wanted to be a chef desperately, and then realized how hard being a chef is, and he kind of changed his life to be an interior designer and then a winemaker. But his first passion was food, so all of our wines have food in he's got some great recipes to pair our wines with food that always surprise me. Like, we have a Viognier that pairs with the spiciest food, whether it's Thai or Mexican. He made this white wine that is amazing with spicy food. Like, we'll have our taco with the hottest sauce. Your mouth is on fire. You have this Viognier. The Viognier totally holds up and makes this spice just calm down. It's really an amazing thing. And so we've done that with all of it. It's like he writes recipes for almost every one of our wines. Like, is this going to go with he's got some crazy, different risottos that kind of go with our Trinity, which is our Grenache and our Syrah and our Mourvedre. He has our Rosé goes with a watermelon gazpacho. He's got all these things that my wife sends out little recipes to our mailing list saying, Eric dreamed this up, because like we've learned with Ludo, luckily Ludo writes it down. Eric sometimes doesn't write it down, so you have to reenact it. So you make these great recipes, you got to write it down so you can do it later.